a little bit, but then we're back inside, all right? So, yes, I took yesterday off, guys. Don't worry, Stella, don't worry about them. Stella? Stella, it's nothing. Come on. She doesn't know which way she wants to go, guys. Stella, get back over here before you get yourself too worked up. It's too hot for this. All right, you got your wolf in. Let's go. Get back down here where it's cool. Well, at least the shade is cooler than in the sun. 9:30 and it's already hot as hell outside. Super El Nino, I guess, right? That's what they've been saying this year. That is what they've been saying. Anyways, that's not why we're doing this. Come on, you son of a bitch. Hold on. Let me hold it right here. Let's see if I'm talented. Let's see if I'm talented. So yeah, I took yesterday off. I thought like ants and spiders and everything were supposed to disappear when it got this hot, but turns out, what was it now? 2 days ago, because I wasn't on yesterday. It was either red. I'm pretty sure it was spiders, not the red ant, because I felt like shit yesterday, guys. Good girl. Good girl. I felt like shit yesterday. I don't know what that was from the heat, from the spider bites. I have no idea. But I was laid up, taking care of Bob, taking care of Stella, taking care of crew. And I saw a video I didn't much like. I didn't much prefer. And it wasn't because they were bad or anything. It was because of a piece of the content, I guess you would say. A piece of the content that just irked me the wrong way. I've been trying to refine like old music that puts me back in tune with not necessarily who I used to be, but who I really am. Who, because each of us, the world might try to change us, but the core personality that makes us us, the one that we developed when we were kids, never really goes away. Like we're taught to kind of bury it, right? Like you got to grow up, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to conform if you want to be with this person or that person, if you want this job or that job, right? That's the way they make the world work since I can remember being born. Anyways, most of you won't know this. Most of you only know me from being the old man that bitches about everything nowadays. But 2015, 2016, 2017, I had a little bit of a following because of Madden, because of Draft Wars with Crow and everything else. You guys have literally heard me confront those issues so I can move on from them. And if any of you actually followed me from back then, you would know I put my children in the videos. If I had to sit down and do a recording after I got home from a long day at work, I wouldn't tell the kids to wait until daddy's done. I would just be like, hey, get over here, pull up your chairs, or just jump in my lap, because, back then I had a big-ass black cushy reclining chair. to sit in because, cerebral palsy makes your body hurt 24/7. Anyways, I ran across a video after purchasing the new Evanescence album. Yeah, I'm a Zennial, if you guys didn't know. And after I purchased it, like, you know how the algorithm works, right? A bunch of shit related to Evanescence popped up. All right. Hey, not too much. It's already hot out here. I don't need you hurting yourself. All right? Anyways, I didn't mean to watch the video, but I kind of, I don't know what I did. Like, I was setting my phone down. The screen was still open. I must have, like, tapped on the video and it started playing as I put my phone down on the table. And this girl starts going in. She's doing a review of one of the songs on the new album. If you guys are an Evanescence fan, you will like this album. This is not an endorsement. This video is not about that. But, like, if you're an Evanescence fan, especially of, like, either Fallen or The Open Door, the first two albums, Sanctuary will be, like, a return to form. It will be something that... What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? You could have just laid here with me. Like, we have this, like, nice little cool dirt here from me changing your water, baby. Anyways. She was doing a review, I think it was of the song Sanctuary. And it was a couple minutes into it, maybe halfway through the review, because it wasn't that long. Yeah, come back over here, lay down in the shade, baby.
How's the movie?
Uh-huh.
Is that a question?
What?
Why does Ethan Hawke freeze?
The same reason why Kirsten Dunst froze in Civil War. He's shell-shocked.
PTSD.
Yeah, shell-shocked. Yeah.
Good boy, buddy. Did you bring him back in?
Yeah, he wanted to go back in, so I let him back in. She's over there right now.
Okay.
All right.
You sure?
All right, go ahead and close the door because it's already hot out here. I'll let him back in when he's ready to go back in again.
And leave him in.
Easy, bud.
I just turned the air down in case it starts to get warm.
Yeah, I know. It's already hot out here.
Somebody turned it up to 78 again. So
You can probably guess who that was. Anyways, sorry about that. Like, a couple minutes in, like halfway through the video, because it wasn't that long of a review, you hear a child in the background. And she literally stops, turns around, and says, "Mommy's working." That, ladies and gentlemen, that is what this live today is all about. And I could be an old man yelling at the sky, but for those of you that think something like that is okay, I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what generation you're from, it doesn't matter what time in history we're in, that is never acceptable. And that's not just something coming from me. That is, if you want to be a good parent, that is literally something that you cannot allow. Like, I understand having to leave and go to work, and you drop them off at a daycare or drop them off at school and make sure that they have an after-school program or anything like that. But if you work from home, all right? If you work from home, let me teach you what best practice is. If you do something that requires you to not have the kids around, you better do it after they go to bed. Because your child, if you choose to have children and you say that you're doing this to support them and give them a better life, then put them first. Put them first. Do not put them off in another room. Tell them, just watch your TV, be quiet until mommy's done, or any of that bullshit. If it's so time sensitive because you have to get your review up while the algorithm has this band, this movie, this whatever in the zeitgeist at that time, and you just have to do it then, put the little kid on your lap and do it with them. Because when you choose to become a parent, your life is not about you anymore. Huh, bud? Huh? Tell him. Your life is not about you anymore. And yeah, I pointed at him because my animals are my kids too. They tell you, before you have a child, have a dog. If you can't handle raising a dog, then you probably shouldn't have kids. If you're going to shoo them away, then you probably shouldn't have kids. Because they need your 24/7 attention. Once you have kids, you forfeit your right to a social life. You forfeit your right to be selfish. It is no longer about you. If you want it about you, for all those young people out there possibly listening right now, I don't know, I'm not looking at the screen, so I don't know who's watching, who's not. Then don't have kids. If you want to be selfish and still make it about you, do not have children. Because once you have that child, your life is forfeit. Your life is over. Your life is done. Because let me tell you, it does not stop when they're 18. If you're lying to yourself about that right now, let's get that lie right out of your head, ladies and gentlemen. It is never about you again. And for somebody to do that, and no, this is not just, well, just because you did it one way doesn't mean ever. No, it's not about that. It's about being responsible. It's about, I went to work, I was already gone for 8 to 12 hours that day, and then I get home, and I only have a few hours with my kids. No, they're going to be with me when I make my videos because I want to spend time with them. They might be annoyed with it, but we're going to get that done, and then we're going to go do whatever they want to do for the rest of the afternoon and the evening and whatever else. That is what responsible parenting looks like. Or even more responsible, like I just said. Go home, or if you're home all day long, your attention is strictly focused on that child. So if you're not going to put them in the video, then wait until they're in bed. Because that is the only responsible thing to do. Because what you're doing is you are teaching them that it is okay to be selfish and put their own children to the side when they actually have them. You are perpetuating bad parenting. You are perpetuating the cycle. You are not breaking the cycle. I hope you all understand what I'm saying when I say all this. All right, you want to go back in? You ready? Come on. She's not going to go back in, dude. She's still playing over there. You want to wait? You're still getting over being sick. You should probably go inside where it's cool, bud. I don't want your throat starting to act up again. We're supposed to be breaking the cycle, ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to be breaking these bad habits that were put into our lives by people who were children having and raising children. The whole thing is to leave. Okay, you're going to lay down? Okay, cool. The whole thing is to leave this place better than how you found it. And it's not leaving your kid $1 million. It's not leaving them like something to build off of, leaving them a business that they can take advantage. It's not about that. It's about putting the right kind of morals, the right kind of rules, the right kind of ethics. So they want to get up and perpetuate the correct cycle. Before industry, before the revolution, before anything, humanity was about community. It takes a village to raise a child. But guess what? They didn't go off and leave their kids to fend for themselves. No, they took their kids with them everywhere they went. They taught their kids the appropriate way to do things. This is how everybody should be doing it. You should not be like, oh shit, Evanescence dropped an album. Kids, watch your tablets, watch your TV. I'm going to be over here. And mommy's busy working. Shut up. No, it's not about that. If you can't put them off, then bring them in, explain in the video what's going on, and put them in the video. If you are too protective and don't want to put them in the videos, then you have to make the sacrifice and wait till they're in bed. Wait till you are on your time. Because when they're awake, that is their time. That is not your time. Your time starts when they're asleep, when they're safe and you have nothing to worry about. That, when as an adult, is your time, ladies and gentlemen. I am tired. I am tired of people perpetuating this broken fucking cycle, because boomers just, for some reason, they were so selfish, they perpetuate this selfishness, and it bleeds into every generation after. And anybody who has had any form of, we'll say, negative parenting seems to perpetuate the same thing, no matter how much they want to try to convince themselves, I'm doing better than my parents did. It's not about that. It's about breaking the cycle your parents put in place altogether. It's about, once you have a kid, your life is now about that kid. Period. End of story, until your dying day. It's not about, let me put you in the other room, let me do this real quick. No, it's not about that. It's, okay, let's get them busy so me and mommy can have our own personal time. It ain't about that. Your child is up. World is about that child. You do not have free time. I'm sorry, you can bitch and moan and cry all you want. This world is no longer about you once you have children. It is about them. And hopefully you teach them to not have children young if they want to be selfish and chase a career or chase a goal or chase whatever. Give them structure, ladies and gentlemen. Give them discipline. Show them the right way to be actual adult men and women, because you're just perpetuating the same cycle that has been perpetuated since before I was alive. At least 10 years before I was alive. And I was born in the early 80s. At least. Be better. Not for yourself, for them. You guys have a good day.